Ah! 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 James? James, where are you? Ah! 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 Good morning, ladies. Ah, great. Not the nicest weather, I'll admit. It's different, I suppose. Charming. Sorry, I don't want to sound like I'm being unappreciative, but it's boiling out here. Yeah, windy too. We're probably on the edge of a major climate shift. Hold on. What's that? An atmospheric scanner. Oh, now that's interesting. What is? There's a large amount of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, and a combination of other gases mixed in. Yeah, but what's that supposed to do with anything? Carbon dioxide is made of burning up fossil fuels and other non-renewable resources, like coal. So, it's people that have done all this. Well, that's the problem with your world. You don't realise it, but you're slowly killing your planet. And pollution in the air causes industrialization. Where's it coming from? All around us. Like, whatever's been here has been here for a long time. So what do you plan to do? Well, it's not a long walk to the nearest town. I'll see if we can try and find a telephone. Okay. Does it seem a bit... nothing? What is it? Nothing. It's just an acrid smell in the air. The smell like a burnt out car battery. That's pollution for you. Come on, we'll get this sorted out. Mr. Cross, the new reports have come in. I'm reviewing them now, Mr. Pips. I have to say that I am quite impressed. We seem to be doing a bit better than expected here, aren't we? Processing has gone up 20%, and a general use of carbon-based fuel has gone up by 30%. If this accelerates, then the planet's ecological status will be in a suitable state for our purposes within the next few months. What about the occupants? Poisoning is on the rise. Most of them stay inside their housing units now. Excellent. And while they sit in front of the telly munching away on toast and sipping cups of tea, they're using our products in the comfort of their own home. They're handing us the planet on the plate, aren't they, Mr. Cross? Oh, most definitely. What the... Who are you? How did you get past security? I slid by them easy enough. You know who I am? Professor Farrell. I led the protests a year ago. An ecologist, sir. I thought we drove them all out. Unfortunately, one of them managed to slip through our fingers. I'm on to you lot. You can fool everyone else here, but you can't fool me. I've complained to the High Minister himself. I've sent him a report of what you people are doing here, and still nothing. You're destroying this world and killing its people. Destroying it? Don't be ridiculous. We don't want to destroy this planet. Of course not. It's the perfect planet for our operation. Operation? Who are you people? Oh. No! 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 Ah! Hello? Shop? Yes. An orange juice for the young lady and a glass of ginger pop for me, thanks. Certainly, sir. Can I use your phone? Certainly, sir. Is it a private call? I just need to phone a friend. Very good, sir. Here are your drinks. Thank you. That will be £5.20, please, sir. Oh, right. Money, yes. Is it okay if I pay you in pennies? I think you'll find that should cover my tab. Very good, sir. Here you are, Cara. Thanks. Who are you calling? Someone who I'm hoping is going to put an end to this industrialization business. Yes, hello? Can I speak to Professor Webster, please? It's the doctor. Thank you. Who's Professor Webster? A friend of mine that I met at the local ecology bureau. If anyone can help us, he can. Hello? Henry, hello! Nice to hear from you again. I wonder if you could do me a favour. Pass, please, sir. Thank you. You got ID to Panorma Chemicals? How? It's not specific to this place. It's Professor Webster's. Access all areas. I acquired it years ago just in case I needed it. Brilliant. What? We'll get caught. No, we won't. Well, at least not yet. We'll be caught in 5 minutes. Oh, hi. We just thought we'd stop on by and take a look at your little top-secret research establishment. Really? Oh, great. Come on in. Kettle's just boiled. That is provided we don't get shot. Here you are, sir. Everything's in order. Thank you. Thank you very much. Now, Cara, now that we're in, it's important to stay calm. We don't want to attract attention to ourselves. I reckon we've got about 30 minutes before they realise something's wrong. Professor Webster and his assistant. Sir, oh, don't salute. Sorry, sir. It's just that, well, all the work you've done over the last 5 years, it's such a good grace to be in your presence. Thank you. So what's wrong? Are we in trouble? That depends. You were expecting us, I take it. Your ID showed up straight away on our systems, Professor. Corporal Jenkins, security. Is there something wrong, Professor? Well, I hope not, Corporal, I hope not. It's just that we don't get inspectors here, you see, sir. It just doesn't happen. Never heard of a spot check? Cara Connor, Professor Webster's most trusted advisor since you didn't ask. I'll have a salute. Ma'am. I'm sorry to detain you both. However, Major Darlington will not be happy about this, sir. He'll want to speak to you both. Well, we don't have time for that right now. We'd just like the conducted tour right away. That's an order, Corporal. Sir! How many animals do you keep down here? Lots, sir. Do any of them escape? No. They'd have to learn how to use that lift. We're not breeding them that clever, miss. Unless they have help. What was that, Professor? Oh, nothing. I was just thinking aloud, that's all. Is there something the matter, Jenkins? Ah, Dr. Atkinson. This is Professor Henry Webster and his assistant, Cara Connor. What are you doing here? I'm sorry, sir. I was just showing these two around. Ah, new faces. How nice. Well, I wouldn't stop here for too long if I were you. Just pointing that out. Excuse me. What a funny man. So what is it exactly that you do here? I thought you'd know, miss. With this being an inspection. Well, I'm not an expert, am I? Everything from stem cell research to trying to cure the common cold, miss. There's nothing in Yorkshire that isn't ours, and wasn't manufactured by us. So what you're saying is that the company just took over? Well, not really, sir. We came over, set up in Yorkshire, offered the people work, cheap resources, 3 housing units. Sounds like a pretty good deal. Until the people saw what you were doing to their planet. Well, you could say that. You deny it, of course. I'm just the security officer, so I don't know everything. Of course. What's in here? That's just a testing station. Nothing important. Really? Excuse me for a minute, will you? Hey, what are you doing? Open this door! You hear me? Open this door! Very good, Thompson. Let's try M6 next time. Which came first? The chicken or the egg? Who the devil are you, sir? I'm the doctor. Come to help. Well, when I want the opinion of a fellow physician, I'll ask for it. What are you doing here? This is a private inspection, Dr. Spindleton. Matthew Spindleton. I am to be accorded every courtesy, Dr. Spindleton. What's your role at Panorma Chemicals? Accorded every courtesy. Accorded every courtesy, isn't that the idea? I'm not free to say. It's top secret, classified information. Oh, spare me the classified information rubbish and just tell me. You most certainly are free, and I suggest you remain that way. I have a lot of fingers and a lot of pies. I like to mix things up. Genes, mostly. How very interesting. And, how long have you worked here, Dr. Spindleton? Just over 4 years. Fascinating. Well, don't let me stop you. Good day. Just a minute. Professor, what do you think you're playing at? Oh, don't mind me. Miss Connor and myself were just going. Goodbye. Come on, Cara. That's it? That's it. But what was all that about? I'll explain later. Right now I think we've outlonged our stay. Right on cue. Come on. Wait! Stop! This is Jenkins. Security has been breached. We have 2 intruders in the base. Apprehend, but do not detain. They must not escape. Oh, hello again. Stop! Dr. Atkinson, step away from these 2. They're not who they say they are. I've just got the call. Nonsense, Jenkins. I know who these people are. You do, sir. Yes, I'm a little bit slow these days, but my memory does not deceive me. Good to see you again, Henry. I'm sorry, Jenkins, but this is Professor Henry Webster. And this young lady is Miss Cara Connor. Yes, I met the professor at the HAROC conference in Paris, was it? New Zealand. New Zealand, of course. Ah, yes, I know these people. They're no trouble to us. I'll sort this out. And let it be on your own head, Dr. Atkinson. Excuse me. I'll show you out, shall I? Thanks for that. You're welcome. But I was just bluffing my way through that. But don't think I don't know who you are, Doctor. What? You can fool everyone else here, but you can't fool me. Henry's told me everything about you and your little tricks. I'm so glad that the Professor likes to keep his friends informed. Listen, if there's anything I can do to help you out, please don't hesitate to ask. That's very kind of you, but what we're involved in is dangerous. The less you know about it, the better. Excuse us. So you're going to tell me what all that was about? Because it sounds like it was a wasted opportunity. No, we didn't. I got what I needed. A jar of maggots. You risked our necks for a jar of maggots. Not any jar of maggots, a jar of genetically mutated maggots. I want to examine them back in the TARDIS. I can't believe we broke into a research base to steal a jar of maggots. This is... Well, words don't describe how shocked I am. I am blown away by that. Come on, let's get back to the TARDIS. How's it going? Yeah, pretty good. I think I've nearly finished. So these maggots, genetically mutated maggots... Sorry. These genetically mutated maggots. How do these genetically mutated maggots glow in the dark? Probably a fluorescent gene. Injected into the specimen. Simple enough these days. So we know that Dr. Spindleton performs secret genetic experiments on animals. The question is... has she been working on something more hostile than maggots? To be fair, that's quite a wide field. So have we got any plans? Yes. Tonight we go back onto the moor, right, and see if anything attacks us. What? You're not serious. I'm very serious. Doctor, that's a stupid plan. Have you got a better idea? That's not a plan. If there is a monster out there, Cara, there's only one thing we can do. Find out where it lives. I'm telling you, you would not believe it. I saw it with my own eyes. It was dark. How could you possibly be certain? It killed my friend and attacked me. It twisted my rifle beyond recognition. It would have killed me if I hadn't fled away into the village. It's quite an amazing story. You don't believe me? Fine. Why should you believe me anyhow? It's not every day you see a monster. Monster? What monster? Tell me. Who are you? I'm the Dr. Mrs. Cara. Tell me. What did you see on the moors? Well, it was 2 nights ago. It was dark and windy that night, and all of a sudden I was awoken by a cry of my friend. I rushed in to rescue him, see where it was, and then on the hill I saw it. The beast. Red eyes staring back at me. You have proof of this? Oh, don't want to listen to him. He's not from around here. He's an ecologist. He doesn't know what he's talking about. On the contrary, he seems to know quite a lot. There was one thing left. Tracks. But not just any tracks. They seem like what? Like the footprints of a gigantic hound. Home sweet home. Would you like some tea? No thank you. We're not staying long. Peter McGregor. Pleasure. Now then, Peter. To business. When did all this start? Oh, when Panorma Chemicals took over. Them and their devilish experiments. At first it was a godsend. Now the world is dying. And you're against the whole corporate thing, I take it? I've always been a tree hugger, miss. Always cared about our environment and the whole don't pollute thing. I mean, I've been working on cheap resources of my own, coming up with a few ideas. Here, look at this. This is something that I found recently, called Kojak. What's Kojak? Well, it's a weed, miss. It's effectively tasteless, but what it does do is fill you up. Interesting. But putting that aside for the moment, tell me, Peter, when did things start to go wrong? When the beast started to turn up? Yeah. What is this beast? Children call him the Night Stalker. He only comes out at night, through the mist and fog up on the moors. The main processing plant is on the coast. PC have been industrializing the very air we breathe for months, with waste chemicals and that sort of thing. One day, 2 policemen investigating the case went out onto the moors to see what they could find and never came back. Then, stories came up about people had seen the beast on the cliff tops. A mutation, they called it, caused by the chemicals. I believe so. But there's no positive, concrete evidence to prove that. But there's one thing I don't understand, Peter. If you know that these Panorma Chemicals people were involved, why didn't you try to do anything about it? Well, I did. They have too many fingers and too many pies. Even one of the cabinet ministers is on their side. A couple of ecologists and scientists went up to protest a year ago. And they never came back. Missing policemen, missing ecologists, and dead children. How do people live? Oh, we manage. Some of us left, but others like myself who couldn't get transport decided to stick out here. Doctor, can you smell that? Smell what? That smell coming from over here. Sorry, my friend's a bit strange, if you get my drift. Aha! There it is. Oh, that's my power unit. I'd like to make my own power, but PC already had it installed. Still, at least if anything weird happens with any of their products, I'll know about it. It will come as good evidence when I've brought up a claim. I'm sorry, but can anyone else smell that? Smell what, for God's sake? Like a burnt-out battery. Aha! Just as I thought. A Quartex drive. A small power unit. I've seen technology like this before on the planet Castrobia. And what does it do? Well, apart from sucking power easily like a vampire drains for blood, it's very good at developing toxic fumes. We could choke to death, and you never said. Are we safe? For the time being, yes, but I suggest, Peter, that you stop using it. That would probably be the answer as to why people have been dying. What? Well, there have been reports about people being found dead in their housing units, but if it's poisonous, then they've got poisonous gas in every house in Yorkshire. Doctor? Doctor, are you even listening to me? Can you hear that? Listen, shush. Where are you going? Doctor, come back! Doctor! Leave him. He's going out onto the marshes. Doctor, come back! No, Cara, wait! That's where I saw it! Doctor? Doctor! 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 It's alright, Cara. Nothing is going to harm me. It's all an illusion. Chemicals mixed into the fog, polluting the air and our minds into believing there was a monster. This whole operation was a ruse set up by Panorma Chemicals, robbing people into believing that Yorkshire Dales was a perfect town and disposed of anyone who threatened to change that. Can't be. I don't believe it. I saw it. I know I saw it. No. You did see something that night, Peter. But it wasn't a beast. It was a man. It was a man who attacked you. It was a man that killed your friend. It was only when you started going on about toxic fumes I put 2 and 2 together. You saw what your mind told you to see. Fear and stimulus. That's how it works. but there never was a monster. So what you're saying is we've been afraid of nothing. That makes no sense. It all adds up to one thing. Panorma Chemicals. I think it's time we paid them a visit. Mr. Cross, we have visitors. Odd. I wasn't made aware of this. Who are they? Just 3 people you don't want to get on the wrong side of. Especially me. Idle threats, how interesting. I like a man with courage. And just who are you? I am known as the Doctor. And you're not talking your way out of this, so don't try anything funny. I wouldn't dream of it. Well, Doctor, allow me to introduce myself. I am Mr. Cross, the Managing Director of Panorma Chemicals. This is my associate, Mr. Pips. You've caused us a great deal of trouble, Doctor. We know all about your little break into our establishment. Can't you see that we're trying to help the people of this world? Oh, drop all the nonsense. I know you're aliens, and I know that you know that I know that. Be silent! So who are you really? What's your real name under that disguise? Who's the real you? All right. My name is not Mr. Cross. It's Kaltakasaka of the 9th Calthronian Elite. This is my lieutenant, Larnick. We wish to colonize this world on behalf of the survival of our species. I want to talk to you. Stop hiding in that little disguise of yours. Very well, Doctor. Seeing as our faces shall be the last you ever see, I have decided to grant you that request. Oh my God! That's disgusting. We say the same of your form, humans. But why choose Earth? Don't you have a home to call your own? Our planet was destroyed in a nuclear war. Only few survived the catastrophic results of radiation poisoning. Now, we have a new home to call our own. After 200,000 years of searching, Earth is the planet to repopulate a new race of Calthrons. Hey up, mate. This is our planet and we were here first. Not for much longer. The gas. The gas! The gas, of course! The gas in the power units. You're going to kill off all the humans on Earth like rats and... No. No. Yes, no, yes. No! Yes! Oh, okay. You want to populate the Earth. You want to populate the Earth with your own race, correct? Correct. You must find a way of breeding. So what do you do? The gas is baby feed. It's baby feed. There are nutrients and elements in the gas to breed billions of new Calthrons. Poisonous for humans, but brilliant for Calthrons. The gas is food. The young will be hungry. They'll need a good first meal. What better way to bring them into the world than for them to feast on human pests? Listen here, mate. I'm not going to become any bug thing's dinner. You don't have a choice. You don't have a choice. Besides, the breeding is about to commence. Not staying to watch it happen. Why not just kill us and be done with it? We could. But what a better way to dispose of you than to have you 3 become the first things of our new children to devour on. Get them into the appetite for human flesh. Goodbye, Doctor. Any ideas, Doctor? Yes. I'm glad they left us alone. Now we can really get to business. Yes. If I'm clever, and I hope I am, I should be able to reverse the polarity of the neutron flow and create an opposite device with a little help from the amplifier in my sonic screwdriver, which should ignite the gas and rather than set it off. Doctor, the breed. They're starting to hatch. They're coming! Hold on. Doctor, get a move on. I'm trying. give me a minute. Doctor, hold on. Just give me a minute. Got it. Now! Oh, please work, please work, please work. Oh. Oh. I'm really glad that worked. I didn't fancy becoming dinner to a giant housefly, did you? Goodbye, Peter. Goodbye, Doctor. Must you go so soon? Yeah, I'm afraid we must. But you needn't worry. The pollution should clear itself up soon enough. You can have the better world that you were promised, with no more trouble from Panorma Chemicals. You're all set to start fresh, live in the world you want. Although pollution still goes on, you can try to make a difference. Well, thanks again, Doctor. Thank you. Don't go doing anything brash. Goodbye now. Right, it looks like we should get you home. Oh, must you? Yes, your family will be worried. You've been gone a year. A year? Well, yes, a year. Well, could be 2 years, or 3 years, 4, 5, maybe even 6. That's the problem with time travel. You never know when you're going to end up.